Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Lazy Rider 56. It's a beautiful April day here in York. It's about 70 degrees. Really nice weather. It was around 90 degrees Saturday, or 89. It was way up there. So we've had a little bit of a cool off, but a cool off meaning it just came back to normal spring weather. But anyway, nice day out today. We're gonna go up to Clover, but I'm gonna take a little bit different route than what I usually do. Usually I just go straight up 321. So today I'm gonna take sort of a back road up to Clover. And well, it comes out on 321 just short of Clover. Just something different to do. So while we're heading up here to the turnoff, I was just thinking about something today. I hadn't thought about this in a long time. I'm retired now. I was thinking back on the jobs I've had over the years, and it reminded me of my very first job. I'm not going to give all the details, but it was at the mall with a major department store. I went to work there in summer of 1983. This was the summer between my 11th and 12th grade year. Anyway, I was working, just running the register, putting out stock, helping customers, all that kind of stuff. It was cool in a way because back then, all the high school kids worked at the mall. And it was fun because I got to meet a lot of people who I otherwise wouldn't have gotten to meet. And I even got to go out with a few girls who went to different schools. So it was really a fun time. I enjoyed it. And I got to make some money. I mean, it was a retail job. It kind of sucked. But, you know, hey, I was making money. Finally had my own car. Hey, let me get stopped here. So they had a thing called a got-a-minute form. And what was supposed to happen is you gave them a form to get the customer's name, address, and phone number and turn it in, and then what they would do is mail the customer a credit card application. When I went to work there, they sort of mentioned it, but it wasn't very emphasized very much. It was supposed to be a requirement, but they didn't really push it. So, but I still got a few. And then one day we had a big meeting and they said, okay, you got to start getting these forms. So for a little while I was getting them and then just sort of forgot about it. And in the back of my mind I was thinking, yeah, they wouldn't fire me over something this stupid. You know, it's just a stupid form. And I just forgot all about them. Sure enough, 2 days before I graduated high school, they called me in and fired me. They said, oh, you didn't get enough got-a-minute forms, so we're going to have to fire you. I'm like, okay, that sucks. So there I was, first job, got fired. It worked out though. A week later, I got a job making a lot more money. I don't know what the speed limit here is. Oh, I think it's 45. Anyway. So I got this job making almost $7 an hour. I was making minimum wage. So in a week I doubled my money. So getting fired was a good thing. If I hadn't have gotten fired, I would have continued out the rest of the summer not making as much money. But by being stupid and getting fired, I got a better job. So hey, funny how things work out. In all my years of working though, I got very lucky. I didn't get fired again, and I never got laid off. That's actually very good luck. Most people tend to face a layoff or a sudden job loss. I'm talking much down the road when they're adults, and it's a much more serious thing. And there was one job, I won't get into the details. I think I was getting close. I think they were about ready to fire me, but I got another job, so I did cut it close one other time. So I don't want to make light of getting fired, but at least when it happened to me, I was 18, I was stupid, didn't know any better. I learned a lesson from it, but even then it still worked out. But anyway, so that was my experience of getting fired. Luckily I didn't have to go through it again. Alright, so the road we're going to take is a traffic circle. And then we're going to take the next right. Yeah, the next right. to notice some gas prices have come down. Where I gassed up in York, that was like $3.89. It's now down to $3.69. And I saw a place back near Clover at $3.55. I think that place I just saw was $3.54. They were up to around $3.79, $3.89, $3.90 gallon. So it is nice to see the prices coming back down a little bit, and I hope it keeps it up. Yeah, $4 a gallon is not fun to pay for. So I'm hoping it gets back down to that $2.50 range soon. I hope it does. Okay, so up here on the right, we're going to pass it in just a second, is what used to be Sportsman. It was a range, and they sold all kinds of stuff for hunting and firearms. There it is, Sportsman. They closed about 3 or 4 years ago. I hated that because it was a range I could go to that was 15 minutes from my house. So it's really easy to get to the range and go shooting. Now, I don't know why they closed down, but 3 or 4 years ago they shut down. And now, for me to go to the range, it is a, what have we got here? Alright, so like I was saying, it was a range I could go to that was within 15 minutes of my house. It was great. I went there all the time. I went there probably once every week, once every 2 weeks, and went shooting. They shut down, and now the nearest range is 45 to 55 minute drive away. There's one in Ballantyne, right, the range at Ballantyne. You have to go all the way through Rock Hill and Fort Mill to get to it. There's another one off South Boulevard in Charlotte. The one I'm actually going to right now is in Spartanburg. Even though it's a little bit further, it's right off the interstate. It actually takes less time to drive there. So that's the one I'm going to, but I miss having a range right down the road. It makes it a lot easier to go shooting when you don't have to drive very far. But it's what you gotta do. Okay, I think we're going to wrap it up for today. So let me see, we went to Clover, meant to take a back way, missed a turn, so I didn't go quite the back way I thought I was going to go. Went through Clover and came up 274 and back to York. Talked about getting fired, talked about gas prices, and talked about the old Sportsman range that got shut down. So, quite a plethora of conversation. But I do appreciate you joining me today. It's been a great day and a good day for riding. So, as always, like and subscribe. This is Lazy Rider 56. Have a great day. Bye.